So you on the way to court to get off house arrest?
Yes.
How long you done been on house arrest? I don't do selfies, but when it's this much money and the nigga look this good, fuck it. You see that? The beard and the fur, nigga, I don't know what's the difference.
It's your Woody Akademiks, and check it out, because you could say whatever you want to say, okay? But when it comes to the legal system, okay, Mr. Ricky Rose Renzel, he stayed winning. Okay, now, he actually went to court recently to get off house arrest, because if you don't know, he is on house arrest for allegedly pistol whipping some of his goddamn workers who thought he was out of town, so they threw a whole goddamn fiesta, a party at his crib, and apparently after he came home, while the party was still going on, seeing some motherfucking mommy salsa dancing on his marble floors, people wearing his goddamn robes and just disrespecting his casa, he pistol whipped the guy who he hired who set up the party, allegedly, held him against his will, and of course, kind of beat the shit out of him. Okay, now, because of that, he was charged with a felony. Now, he was on house arrest, awaiting trial. I'm gonna kind of speculate this really won't go to trial because he'll probably settle out of court with the guy who will become non-cooperative, so the case will fall apart. I'm guessing that's what's gonna happen, but in the meanwhile, he has to go through the stages, okay? Now, he was put on house arrest after he was denied bail initially. Now, his house arrest ain't a regular house arrest, okay? Let me describe the scenery, what's going on with house arrest for Ricky Rose, okay? He's on Snapchat every day, doing a series of, like, motherfucking cribs. He's showing you every crevice inside his mansion, right? And by the way, his mansion is a $5 million mansion that was the former mansion of Evander Holyfield, okay? It's equipped with a basketball court, a bowling alley, indoor pool, outdoor pool, and priceless artifacts. So he's not out here starving. That's house arrest for Rick Ross. However, the only stipulations that really he had to adhere to is that, number one, keep your ass inside the mansion, okay? Unless you're going on business and you have to provide your itinerary to the DA, they kind of have to approve it. And when you do come back, when you do land at the airport in Atlanta, you gotta be back at your crib within 2 hours. That makes about sense, right? Now, the judge actually kind of agreed with him after he went to petition saying, hey, judge, listen, man, I've done everything you guys wanted me to do for the last, like, month and a half or so. But now I feel I'm still losing money because I really can't get to move the way I really want to move. Yes, I'm glad you guys gave me house arrest, but I believe because the victim does not live anywhere close to me, which means even if I want to go get him, I can't go get him anyway, right? And not only that, I'm losing tons of money. I believe you should let me off house arrest. Now, the judge actually agreed. The judge agreed to allow him off house arrest because the victim does not live anywhere close to him. And not only that, if we forget, Rick Ross is actually out on essentially $8 million in bail. Now, that was not the bail that's really approved, but that's the package that was submitted, which the judge accepted, which means he has $8 million in property equity up. So if he does anything, the judge could snatch his properties. Okay, you wouldn't want to do no dumb shit when you got 2 mansions up and the equity for the property is what's really being used as collateral. Okay, so Rick Ross is definitely out on bail, and that's a good thing because he's putting out a mixtape or an album called Black Market like in a month or two, and now he can move around a little bit more freely. It's not like he can't move around in the beginning, even when it was on house arrest, but now he doesn't have to notify the court or the DA in certain time in advance. Okay, now he can just kind of move off a whim. So again, comment, make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe to Woody Akademiks. I'm out.